Hello everyone, this is CG. I'm going to set up another tarp today. This time I'm going to use this tree here and that tree right there. I might have one small problem with this one little shrub here, but I can get around that without doing anything. I'm very close to the parking lot down here in Rocky River. This is just a quick demonstrations here, so bear with me. Today I'm going to put up my Chill Gorilla 12 by 12. As you can see, the rope right next to it, the paracord 550. It's a little tangled mess at the moment, but I'm also going to use prusik knots. I think I have 10 there. If not, I got more if I need it. I'm going to set this up in 2 different configurations, maybe 3 if time is allowed. There is a slight chance of rain later on. Now this does come with its own 4 stakes and tie-outs, but like I said, we're not doing that. Well, tie-outs, yes. And I got extra additional tie-outs just in case. For what I'm thinking. But here I just unrolled it for right now, just so I can get those out. Set them over here so I know where they're at. Okay, I unfolded everything. I'm going to use the 12 by 12 first. I'm going to go to the intermediate loop, just the one center one, and work my way out from there. Okay folks, I put my cam jams up. This is just a very easy way of doing things, but since this tarp only has for Fig 1, there's no more intermediate loops, we're going to use a prusik knot here. I'm going to put a prusik knot there, and now I'm going to put a prusik knot on the opposite side here for this other half of the tarp. Where'd you go? Oh, there it is right here. This other half right there. I'm going to put that in. Now since I'm using my cell phone and not a GoPro, I'm going to set you back down again. Okay, as you can see, I have my prusik knot on here. I have just a little loop on this one here with a little stick toggle in the middle of that one there. Same thing on the other side, because I forgot my S-beaners for my small little carabiners. So I had to do it this way real quick. Now as you can see, it's very low. It's about a little over my head here. So we're going to take this here, if I can do this with one hand. And we're going to do it like that. It raises up on that one. I'm going to do the same thing on this end now. Generally you have 2 hands for this so you can lift up the other cord, but I'm doing this with 1. Hand here, and then of course we tighten it up a little bit on each side. I think I have to go through a there we go. Nice and tight there. Nice and tight here. As you see, I only did a 4, but I could have done a 3 loop instead of a 2 loop on each end. It would have been probably better off. But okay, part 1. Getting it up like that. That's part 1. Now I've just taken their cords out of the stuff sack, which is now a tangled mess. So wish me luck on this one. Okay, I managed to get 4 out of that mess. All untangled. Now it's the decision time. I'm going to go with, not for the one out here, I'm going to create a door for this. So I'm going to go to the one in on this one here and one in on that one over there on the opposite, on the other side. I'm just going to go one grommet in, or one loop in, and the other one will stay over there flopping the breeze for right now. Just for right now. As you can see, I just did a simple loop, not here, and then looped it inside. Did that on both sides here. Just a simple knot with a loop, and then looped it inside there, nice and simple like. And the tail end of this, I've taken off the plastic and just kept a little knot. I'm going to use 4 Prusik knots for this. Now I got to go and do the other side as well. Wow, it doesn't want to focus it quick enough. I'm surprised. Usually it focuses really quick. Still, beautiful place. Right next to the parking lot. Demonstration purposes only. Okay, since I forgot my S-beaners, my small ones, or my small carabiners, clips, I had to use my carabiners from my sleep system here, which is just as far as it can go on each side for this part here. I got that on both sides. You can only go just so far. You can't go any further from the loops, which is okay for right now. Now I'm going to go pull out my tag ends over here, and I'm going to create a door at the same time. You'll see what I'm talking about in a moment. Okay. As you can see, I use a 4-loop Prusik knot with the loop, of course. I did it on all 4 sides. I kept my carabiners in so I can have something tight. It's not perfect here. It's not perfect at all right there. This is a guideline. You put your hammock in here, and you have all this other room. Still have doors. It's not perfect. Matter of fact, I got to take it down shortly. This is by no means perfect in any way, shape, or form for what I normally do. Still, my lines aren't perfect. Let's unclip this. Now, you can, if you wanted to, you can have offset doors, which would, getting stuck, which would come across like this here. We'd have a secondary right here, but this is okay. Like I said, this is not perfect for right now, and you still have your all that room. If you want to, you can clip it from here and here. Leave the bottom if you felt like it. But yeah, I have it very tight. I don't think I'm gonna get that one off. There we go. There's that in there. And if you wanted to, you can put your trekking poles from this one, from that loop, to this loop if you felt like it. That way you have your all the way straight across, and you go from the center and you can pull it out further if you felt like it, or sticks for that matter, if you have a bunch of saplings like this, for instance. If you wanted to, if you had just hazel saplings would work. Okay, this is just a quick down and dirty type deal here. Now I'm going to change the loops over. Change the loops over to all the way to the very end. I'm going to do the same thing and tighten it up that way. Now the beauty of this is because usually I have S-beaners. And this is going to be more difficult, of course. There we go. Now to set this up in a diamond form. Of course, leaving the center up like it was and going off to a diamond. This is by far my very first diamond setup. So I have no idea what the hell I'm doing on this one, but wish me luck again. Simple overhand. A little more difficult when it's frayed, but it's still all doable. That's good and tight. Even as I can. I'm just doing some temporary loops here so I can set this A-frame up. Diamond. Same thing, I just use the last loop. Just looped it on there. Use the stick as a toggle and my prusik knot. I have that on both sides, and so far it's looking pretty good. I am about the maximum length as I was going to get for this one. I picked that up pretty good on that. Back to figuring this thing out. Okay, I managed to actually get this into a diamond form. My very first. It was quite tricky because I have this massive tree in the way and that other tree over there, but because the way how I did this with the prusik knot, I managed to go between all of that mess, kept it straight lined, and right down to here. And again, my prusik knot, which keeps it tight. Out of the way. This side here I think I can keep, but it might be just a temporary thing because this is my center line here. This one here is for my center for my standard config here. And I still have, actually I adjusted I tightened it up just a bit, a little higher, just a little, so I can get in here a little more. This is actually a little slightly faster to get into this diamond shape, but I prefer the other one. Mainly because I may have more space above me, but I don't have much space on the sides of me, per se. Where I have more open, which I guess I can change things over with a long enough stick, piece of hazel, again, if I felt like it. I can go from this side to this side here using the same thing as I normally do, and I can create a barn door effect, but I can't do that here because I don't cut anything down in this park here, because if it's on the ground I'll try to use it, but I don't have my shears with me either, because that would be a lot faster and a little easier to deal with for right now. And yeah, I can totally make a, keep it like that. Put a piece of hazel from this one here to this one here. Drop those down, and I can actually create a barn door scenario with a diamond, which probably would be the absolute first for anyone to do. I might have to do that in another project. But this is just a general demonstration. Okay, now I gotta go put all this away, tear it all down, have fun tearing it down, and then I gotta get my butt back home. Well, I have everything packed up back in their original cases or bags, satchels. Now for that tarp from Chill Gorilla, I highly suggest, without any problems whatsoever, get yourself a pair of snakeskins for that. You can put it up in either your A-frame or your diamond, and you will not have any problems whatsoever getting it back inside that tiny little bag without tearing everything completely apart. Whew, that was a mess. But this is my Metro Parks. As I said before, there's the parking lot. This is just for a quick demonstrations. Matter of fact, the river's right over there. I'm not even about to leave my bike, take you over there, so give me a few moments.